I'm Robin.
I'm Dan.
And we're the Ramblers. Trolley Tour in Salt Lake City, Utah, getting ready to tour the city.
And by the time we get to this big valley, folks, 3 of us are already dead.
Can I get 3 volunteers for malaria, dysentery, or scalping? Didn't think so.
We're on the Trolley Tour. There's the train station. We have actors acting out a lot of the story with a Walt Disney connection.
You see, about 70 years ago, a guy hopped off the train station here, got a look at the beautiful French Revival architecture and thought, oh boy, I'm going to put that in places like Anaheim, California, Orlando, Florida. The man I'm talking about, of course, is...
Walt Disney.
It was Donald Duck. No. There are statues of seagulls right up there. You know, it's illegal to harm a seagull here in Salt Lake because they're the state bird.
Say, Levi, do you know why seagulls fly over the sea?
I don't know, Michael. Why do the seagulls fly over the sea?
Well, if they flew over the bay, they'd be called bagels. Our last stop on the tour is our state capitol building.
You know I'm a state capitol junkie, so now on our tour we actually get to go into Utah's state capitol, Salt Lake City State Capitol. I'm gonna grab it right there. So excited. Okay, we're at the state capitol, and there's downtown Salt Lake City, mountains, and our trolley. And Dan in a line. Oh, we are in the rotunda. Ooh. Oops, my hat. I'm in part of the state capitol. Look at the windows here on the wings. That says House of Representatives. And over here, I'm in the rotunda. There's one of our tour guides. There's Levi. We got a big rotunda. Oh, and are those seagulls? They are indeed. Are those seagulls?
Those are seagulls.
We heard a wonderful story about the seagulls. This is just beautiful. So, another state capitol off my list. Check. We're inside Temple Square, which is like right in the center of Salt Lake City.
Right.
And many, many beautiful buildings here. Some are temples, like I'm not sure what all the other buildings are. This one is a very shiny roof.
This is the Mormon Tabernacle, famous place where the choir sings. And it's not at all what I pictured the building to look like.
And this is where they have weddings and baptisms.
This here, the temple, is more of what I was picturing when I hear the word tabernacle. But what do I know? Nothing, obviously.
We're in the Joseph Smith Memorial Building, which is a fancy schmancy hotel now. Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. And this city is the biggest place for pianos and harps. There's always somebody playing a piano and harp here. There's Dan and Joseph Smith, prophet of the latter days, prophet of the nowadays.
Yeah.
Look at that ceiling. We're standing at the Brigham Young's office, now known as the Beehive House, because there is reportedly a beehive on the top of the house, which we haven't seen yet.
Right. And apparently, if I understood correctly, the reason he wanted Brigham Young, that is, wanted the beehive on the house, is because he wanted it to be a place where people were busy and worked like bees. And
Right.
got things done.
And that's why Utah's called
The Beehive State.
the Beehive State. Not because there are a lot of beehives and beekeepers and bees any more than anywhere else, but because Brigham Young put a beehive on top of his house. Because we're all busy, busy bees. Would that make him the queen bee? Maybe?
I guess. There is a king bee, is there?
Well, let's buzz over and look.
He had a lot of queens in his home.
Oh, he
his
did
household.
indeed. He did indeed.
Yes,
So
he
now
did.
I'm gonna fly and look to see if there is one. Honey,
Oh, behave.
I found it. There it is. I pictured it to be golden, but it is white. So this was his home. And they now call it the Beehive House. Okay, the whole time I'm walking around here, we are seeing some people, gentlemen with white shirts on and ties, and I just want to sing, hello, hello, my name is Brother Rice. Not Brother Rice.
It's Elder Price.
Brother Rice is a school by me. My name is Elder Price. Ooh, statues. Ooh, pretty. Ah. Okay, I'm looking right here. Ta-ta-da! Right here in Temple Square is a monument to the seagull. Dan, you want to tell us why they love seagulls here so much?
Well, I don't remember the year, but back when they were getting
1800s
started here,
somewhere,
basically the crops were, all of a sudden they noticed the crops were being devoured, and they looked and there was swarms of hundreds of millions of insects. They've just been described as kind of katydid size. I always was told they were locusts. They were not locusts. Apparently there's something called Mormon crickets, and they're a specific breed of cricket.
And they eat all the food.
They're eating all the food, and all of a sudden they prayed, and they tried everything they could to get rid of them. They couldn't. They prayed and prayed, and then apparently, suddenly, the bunch of seagulls showed up and started gorging them. You're making me seasick. Gorging themselves on these crickets and saved the crops. And that's why they revere the seagulls.
And the seagulls, there's monuments and statues and sculptures all over the place. Pretty cool.
Right, and they came, of course, from the Great Salt Lake.
The Great Salt Lake. I don't have a song for that one. There's our first glimpse of the Great Salt Lake. This is what I was wondering. We are here on the south end. And look at that, it's quite large.
I think it said like 75 miles long.
Wow. Okay, we're standing at a little observation point here at the Great Salt Lake. Do you know there are no fish at all in this lake, Dan?
I know that now that you told me.
Yeah, because I know everything, plus I read the sign. Just brine, shrimp, and flies and algae and bacteria. No fish can live in this salt.
Yeah, well, I just read something in one of these plaques too.
Okay.
And that island out there is Antelope Island. That's the biggest island in Great Salt Lake. And there are pronghorn sheep on there, which is why it somehow got the name Antelope Island, because they sell the pronghorns.
Okay, that island there, okay.
But there's also a herd of about 500 bison roaming the island.
Oh,
I don't know
give
what they
me
eat.
an island where the bison roam. I don't know. Maybe brine shrimp.
Here's the beach access for the Great Salt Lake.
We're at the Great Salt Lake. Oh my gosh, here we go.
Robin is determined that she's going to at least get her feet wet. I am not a whole 100% convinced.
That I will or you will?
That I will.
Oh, okay. Well, you know I will.
I know you will.
I'm going to give everybody a warning right now, but we just passed this bush and it's really beautiful. And I thought what were maybe pods of some sort are actually, there's a spider, there's a spider, there's a spider. They're all over. I'm seeing probably 40 or 50 right now. I don't know if you can see them. Oh, here's one right here. I like spiders, but I did want, wow, they're big. And this one looks like it's gonna be eaten, I think. But this spider, they're about the size, half of my finger. I don't know anything about them, so I don't want to get too close. But oh my goodness, lots of spiders, whatever these bushes are. And she says there's all these little flies, and literally, yes, by the thousands. Oh my Lord. I don't know if you can see all the little flies. She goes, they don't bite. They're more like gnats. If you can wade through the flies, you'll be out in the lake. So I've made my way through the spiders. I'm making my way through the flies momentarily. and then off I'll go.
There she goes.
As I move, the flies move. Alright.
I figured it's not worth it. Wading through all the flies, get my feet wet and salty and sticky.
I'm going. It's a little mucky here. My flipper floppers are sticking.
And it doesn't smell good either.
But I am going in. Holy cow. Can you hear the suction? It's very warm.
The salinity here is many times that of the ocean.
The oceans are like 4%, I think they said, and this is up to 27%.
I've waded out in the Salt Lake. It's really lovely after you pass the little edge there. It's extremely sandy. It's right where I'm at. It's very warm. It does not get very deep.
Flip-flops are off. She's made it through the flies.
It's beautiful. I'm in the Great Salt Lake. Heading out of Utah. We're the Ramblers. And there is Salt Lake Temple.
This is Salt Lake Temple?
Yeah, right here. And this is where twice a year they have assemblies, and we were told that they come and learn things, and then those people go out and tell two people and tell two people, and like the shampoo.
I thought that was the Tabernacle where they did that twice a year thing.
Okay, well, it's one of those pretty buildings. Assembly, Tabernacle that you can't see, and Dan. And this is probably why I'm not a Mormon, because I don't even know my buildings.